Good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there chasing here. Signature Esports, it's a pleasure to have you here live and in charge for a little fun on Sunday evening as we have a one-off race here for the Lightning Esports Cup Series. Countdown to Green, presented by Lunatic Designs. Make sure you go check them out and give them some fun. Check out all the sponsors of this series as well. You're going to see them scroll across the screen. We'll talk about them a lot, but it's going to be a ton of fun. We appreciate everybody being out there. We're going to be running a good old 100 laps here at Phoenix Raceway as a lot of drivers are queued up and they're out there qualifying right now. The 1.01 mile length track is going to see 106 degrees of the track temperature. It is the legendary championship race for the NASCAR Cup Series. It is the NASCAR style of racing here on iRacing with the Lightning Esports Cup Series championship race at Phoenix. 100 laps, 50% fuel on the drivers. We see a couple of pit stops tonight for the green flag run, and we're going to see what these drivers are going to be able to be capable of here at the Next Gen Cup car. 2 tire changes, 1 fast repair. Again, good to see everybody out there. Thank you very much. If you haven't done so, reach up at that like button for me. It goes a long way to support the stream and help support what these drivers are doing, so we appreciate everybody being out there. Genesis Technologies giving you your weather tonight, and 78 degrees on the air temperature, 45% humidity, and we're going to see cloudy skies with a 2-mile-an-hour wind. We will see the wind very much be a factor here on this racing surface, so it's going to be good to see. It's going to be a lot. VBR out there as well. Thank you very much. Lightning Wraps, of course, giving you all the beautiful wraps that you can see out there, and just a ton of fun right here. So it's going to be good. Virtual Velocity Racing is VBR. Buttkicker, GainZ Fitness, the VBR Network, and of course each and every one of you out there. Thank you to all of the folks that have joined over and come out there to support your drivers. If you're out there supporting your drivers, make sure that you root them on and you cheer them on. Make sure that you give them the benefit of the doubt, and we'll always try to call it as fair and square down the lines as we can, and that's exactly what we'd like to see. Thank you to Mr. Bollinger out there. He put the links in the Discord for me. They're the Lightning Esports Discord for this Cup Series, so thank you very much for doing that for me. I was getting to it, but we had to create some overlays. We had to create a whole bunch of stuff because we were asked to do this. And thank you to the Pottle family, Chantel out there, Pottles. The Pottles giving us some love and coming out and asking us if we had the time to do it tonight. So that's exactly what we're doing. We're here to call a race at one of the coolest racetracks you're going to see. The Open Dogleg is an absolute blast to run, and you're going to see a lot of 2, 3, 4 wide, and these drivers are going to be absolutely elbows up. I mean, that's pretty much what this racetrack is. You've got the start-finish line just out of turn 3 with this trial area. And that's and there's a little bit of a straightaway. There's a lot of pacing that you have to do when it comes to making sure that you get into the corner and get the restart to exactly where you need to be. So thank you to all the drivers for showing up tonight, and thank you to everybody out there watching. This is going to be a fun race. I do like Phoenix. I think it's a great racetrack. It's not my favorite championship racetrack in NASCAR. I do like Homestead Miami Speedway just a touch better, but Phoenix does show up, and it allows those flat track specialists to get themselves a good look at it. We're ready to go. You're ready to go. How about it? Starting grid here for the Phoenix 100. It is going to be, again, the championship race as these drivers look to be fast and furious. We'll talk about the points here in just a minute as well. Robin Warrens is going to be out there on your pole. Jason Blaney, your outside pole sitter. John Tiller in the number 16 is going to have D. Pasquale. And if I'm messing that up, I promise you I'm not meaning to. I should have jumped in and asked, and so I do apologize about that. But the 42 is going to be outside row number 2. 21 and 33 are going to make up row number 3. It's Robert Kahn and Corey Stahl. Nathan Line is going to have Chantel Pottle to his outside. Chantel's ready to rock and roll. Radke is going to have Luttrell. They're in row number 5. Jason Henry, Sean Burke, the RBS Racing Machine, is going to have row number 6 locked in. Row 7 will be Mike Rideout and William Ridgway. Dennis Warrens and Chris Schuessler are going to be out there. Row number 8. 8 rows of drivers, 16 drivers in today's race. Mike, thank you very much for the like out there. Appreciate you. Thank you to Joseph Groom out there for following our Facebook channel as well. We are live on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube, so if you haven't found us, then I encourage you to do so. It's going to be a ton of fun. And I tell you what, Phoenix is a good racetrack. It is an absolute blast to watch. It's a blast to run. It does bode to the drivers who are going to get out there and find their braking zone early. So Absolutely amazing. We're going to see 4 Canadians in tonight's race, the rest from the U.S. So it's good to see the Canadians getting out there and putting a dominating lap down. And it's going to be Robert Warren's out of Canada. Chantel Pottle's going to be out of Canada as well. Waiting for the drivers to get into the racetrack. And last couple of drivers just getting things lined out here. So, yeah. Oh, points. Let's talk about points. Let's talk about where the points are right now. In this series, because I'm catching up on everything. It's going to be big in the middle of the screen. Jason Blaney leads the point series. Let me pop off the logos for you there real quick. Jason Blaney leads the point series by 4 points over Robert Warren's out there. Warren's in that 2 spot is 4 points off. Needs 4 position points, and I believe depending on how the points are set up here, we'll have a championship winner at the end of this one, I do believe. John Tiller, third in the point standings, only 5 points back from that. So there's a chance that you're going to see an opportunity for every single one of these drivers to be able to be competitive in the top 3. But don't count out Corey Stahl there. Corey's in 7th here. If he can get the 12 points he needs, there's enough position points here for Corey Stahl to take a championship race away from any one of these drivers. So we'll see how that's going to work. We'll keep an eye on the drivers, especially when it comes to the championship race. We'll talk to the top 3 and the champion at the end of the race when it comes to this one. So, it's going to be good. We're going to talk to people. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be good to see. It's going to be a ton of fun. 95, 42, 16. They'll pace around. There's that start-finish line right there. That's one of the things about this racetrack. That start-finish line is just in such a unique area. It used to be on the back straightaway or on the straightaway between turns 2 and 3, and it was moved in the late 2000s to right where that right when they did a little bit of a repave on this racetrack, and they put themselves in contention to have a different story. You're going to see the drivers utilize a little bit more of the racetrack in the Cup car than what you would normally see elsewhere. But down the back straightaway they go. And it used to be the front straightaway. Now it's the back straightaway. 95, 42, 16, 33. Drivers are ready. Wait for. It's a long way down there to have to hold a certain speed before the restart zone. Into the Geico restart zone they go. We're going to be green flag racing here at Phoenix for a championship race. At about 3, 2, 1, go. Feel what you've been missing with Buttkicker as they get lap 1 underway. 95 rolling. 16 in second. Pascal to the outside. 42 rolling the outside lane of the early going. Warren's is going to be down to the bottom. It's going to clear and be just fine on the back straightaway. 42 has a little bit of bumper-to-bumper action from Corey Stahl. 43 dropping to the corner, double braking into the corner. Gets down, has a good turn in. Corner exit's going to go right there to the 33. 33 up high and all the way down across the dog leg. Ooh, a little free off of the lip there. It's a very dangerous place to try to make that turn. But I tell you what, there's nothing is impossible here. As we'll see what these drivers do. 4th spot for Corey Stahl, up 2 already. Rideout's going to be up 4 as the 76 trying to make more moves here very early. Luttrell and the double act to the outside. Ridgeway to the bottom side. Sean Burke, we have seen get out there and run some phenomenal racing. Good to see Burke out there running the 93 RBS. We're very, very familiar with the RBS racing team, and we appreciate everything that they helped accomplish early on in the Signature Esports family. That's Berkey, Bud Shearer, and who the R is. Apologies. I always see Sean, and I used to see Bud Shearer out there a lot. Definitely see Sean out there racing. 95, 16, 42. It's going to be your top 3. Corey Stahl is going to be in 4th. Robert Kahn's going to be in 5th. So all the way down to the bottom of the racetrack, you saw Chantel get passed by to 3 of Radke there. Chantel up 1. Chantel working the outside. The Fox Racing Machine, a little Sigma design on the outside of that as well. Sent into the corner. Good exit for all these drivers. 15:09 in the high rating for the number 5 machine. Fastest lap of the race just ran by John Tiller, the 28.23 rolling. Separation from 1 to 2, about half second. Tiller to the outside, points the car. That's one of the big things about this racetrack is corner exit there. Getting into the corner, you have to drop down out of the throttle a lot. Save the tires. Try to make sure you don't burn off the right front. Carry the natural momentum of the racetrack on the downhill sector. Robert Warren just ran the fastest lap of the race, 28:20. For that driver as they continue to beat around this one. We'll see a couple of green flag pit stops here on board the 95 as we look behind from the Canadian. VBR Racing, a part of the platform. We appreciate VBR putting their logo out there for the league. We appreciate everybody getting out there and being a part of the iRacing platform. It is sim racing at its best. Halfway through the field, congestion like I-44. But here comes Chris Schuessler in the 61. Handle the field right where he started. Dennis Warrens is going to be back here as well to the 90 Kool-Aid machine. At 15, Jason Henry try to work back forward to the Amazon 10. He is off 3 from the start of the race, but don't count him out just yet. So is Sean Burke in the 93, carrying the natural line around the racetrack. Did not cut the dog leg. One of the things about the dog leg is that in the next-gen car on iRacing, there's an opportunity to get below that line if you can carry the momentum. But if you hit it the wrong way, it's going to send that car around. Chris Luttrell down to the bottom side. Little free off the corner exit. It's going to be shortchanged. Big drive into the corner. He's going to get slideways here as the 93 looks to the inside. Battle right here for 11th. Between a couple here. Sorry, for 12th here as Burke gets around. Luttrell goes back. Ridgeway, the last driver in that circuit, it's going to be up to 11th here. Then it's going to be Nathan Line and Sean Burke in tow now as this little 4-pack tries to hunt the middle pack as they continue to run. Nathan Line side by side into the corner, 38, trying to make the pass on right out in the 76 on the outside up 3. Nathan Line off to Jason Blaney. It's going to be off in that 22. He's going to be off 6. We'll have to try to work back forward as Chantel there to the outside, number 5, into the corner. 1 and 2 busy. Out of the corner to the back straightaway. Good point for both of the drivers. The 2 Fords really pushing. No Toyotas in today's race. You want to see which drivers are working? That is what they have. Robert Warrens driving a Chevy. First Chevy to the field. 2 Chevys make up the top 3. 3 Fords make up the top 5. Here for John Tiller back here to the number 16. Still trying to track down a half second between the 2 drivers. Corey Stahl is going to be in 3rd. The Patella Chevy Camaro. What do you guys think is going to happen with the NASCAR? I'm hearing that there's going to be an announcement very soon about the new Chevrolet that's going to be coming out because the Camaro is going away. How about Radke here in the 3 up 3 in 6. He's the 42 ahead. Johnny on the move. Robert Warrens trying to keep a few spots to his advantage when it comes to the point standings in this race and exactly what these drivers are trying to do. Warrens needs 4 points over Blaney, and Blaney is back at 8th, so that is a good spot for Warrens to be when it comes to the championship standings as they continue to push. Half second still the race line here, 13 of 100. Thanking everybody out there chatting. Shake and Bake. Burke says Jacob Medford out there. Let's go Stahl out there from the Threat Level Midnight Motorsports. I appreciate you. Good to see Jacob out there. Shake and Bake on it. Let's bring that 3 home at Victory Lane. Radke from Bollinger. Thank you to Budgie being out there. Budgie is our Twitch moderator and admin and person that we absolutely adore. Corey Stahl up 3. Still trying to push forward. Robert Kahn carrying the corner. Last laps for the drivers. We're going to see what the last times are. Your race leader about 8/10 of a second, 8/100ths of a second, a little slower than Tiller there on that last lap. And now the lead has grown, or shrunk to just under 4/10 of a second. And we'll see what the 16 is trying to do here. But everybody else behind carrying good speed. 28.71 last lap for Robert Warrens as they continue to push. Gap now shrinking down to 3/10, or just inside the 4/10 of a second, under 4/10 of a second as they get out of the corner. A little free for the 16 there, little tail wiggle out of it as they continue to push. But now you see whenever you start closing in the distance, it's going to be all about this spot right here. Very tough to pass unless you make a pass on the outside. You see the 16-year-old of the Admin Box logo. We love Admin Box. We love what Fish is doing out there. Backfish and the fam. Much love to those drivers. A little wash up for the 95 as Warren's 51.99 on the I rating sees 36.54. Oh, caution's going to come out here as they go to work. John Tiller here, Chantel coming up pit road. She has some nose damage. They do have one fast repair on this series. Let's take a look and see what happened. Ooh, Burke right there on the outside. Looks like Chantel might have gotten free out of 3 here. Let's take a look. There's a double pass here for Chantel. 10 goes to the outside. 90 was there to the inside. Chantel, a little free off the corner. It's back into the corner, down on the bottom. Oh, Burke just caught the left rear there. See this from Sean Burke's point of view here. It's a little slow in the corner. Fighting a free race car. 4th gear. Oh, it's right up there on Burke. Man. All right. Everybody coming to pit road. Chantel's going to stay out here. Might possibly try to get back on the lead lap. We'll see. No nose under that car. You can run these cars without a front bumper. They get a little bit freed up and can't become an issue. So Chantel is being scored your race leader, so I think she is on the lead lap. Burke is going to be a lap down. See if Burke is going to be able to get that wave around. We'll see if he's going to be coming out ahead of the drivers. We'll see if he's going to get the UL. He's going to stay there. It's going to be a lap down here as the first caution comes out. I might be missing a logo here. And I don't like missing things, folks. I want to make sure. I'm going to keep an eye on what's going on when it comes to our good-looking stream. There's Buttkicker. There's GainZ Fitness. GainZ Fitness. I apologize about that. Want to make sure all the people there. All right, Burke's going to go around. He's going to be back on the lead lap. There it is. Genesis Technologies. Okay, so yeah, I didn't have that logo. So normally it's a lot bigger too, but carried some things over. All right, Warren's is going to be your race leader. Tiller's going to be in second again. Robert Kahn should restart on the inside of the 3 car here of Radke. Good looking pace, man. Good looking pace as they come around. Warren's, Tiller, Conrad, Keith, Blaney. I think that was the worst time for 16 there because he had good pace and he was catching Warren's, closing down the distance. Was getting ready to have that fight. But fuel for some of the drivers. Jason Henry might have taken some tires here. We'll see if new tires are going to play the distance here. Tires wear out very fast on this racetrack. Not only do they wear out really fast, but when it comes to leveling off, these drivers, you're gonna see that new tire advantage can help you turn in for a little bit. But you gotta still manage that because you could be caught pretty quickly on the long run. We'll see. 20 of 100, green flag. Out of the corner, 21 of 100. Warren's, Tiller, Radke. 3 to the outside. Big push out of the corner up near the wall. 16 in tow. Tires have cooled off. We'll see the 3 in Karam. Tandem racing on the outside lane. 21 of Robert Kahn down to the bottom, all the way to the bottom side of the apron. 3 still working the outside lane. We'll see if Robert Kahn can clear down into the dog leg. Down, up, side by side. Clears the 3. 21 rolling. 22 to the bottom side. Jason Blaney now. Those 4 spots negated. Robert Warren's only a point advantage as that driver still trying to hold on for a championship here. Jason Blaney taking an advantage. Mr. Van Ness, thank you for the like, sir. 3 to the bottom side. Ridgeway up 8. Biggest movement of the race. Pascal is going to be right in that 7 spot, looking for a good run into the corner. Here comes Jason Henry. I talked about him coming in. May have taken tires. I think he did take some tires as they get around and make that race line work very well. How about a little static cam action for you? Coming on board. For the 3. Radke. Little bit slideways there. Ooh, wrong part of the apron you don't want to see. Hold on to it. Out of the corner, watch the drop in here. Oh, got freed up. That's what I talk about. A great job by the drivers and a great save from the 3. Able to just go and do a little bit of a 360 there. Let's go back. We're gonna go inside the cockpit view here of the 3 car. Back it up here as they get out of the corner. Now new tires are starting to have the advantage. A little free out of the corner, comes across the start finish line in 4th gear, hits the apron, and that just frees the car up. Especially when those tires are starting to get hot. When you are out there battling. They get a little bit overinflated and they drop in. So those are opportunities for all the drivers. Jason Blaney going to be all the way back up to 3rd here, off 1 from the start of the race. Jason Henry and the 10 car is starting to favor those little bit of newer tire. Again, 2 tire changes for the drivers here. They're going to have a green flag pit stop coming up as well. Schuessler into pit road. So some of the drivers may be looking at maybe some fuel, maybe a set of tires. Some drivers might think about right side. Some drivers might think about a whole set here just to be able to try to be competitive. Somebody back it. Oh, that's Chantel. Chantel having to back up to pit road here. Going on with the car. There she goes. She's good. She's good, everybody. See if she's going to be able to make it off pit road in time. Here's the pace car. Chantel should have tires. She should be good to go. She should be able to stay on the lead lap. So, even though it says that she's in the lead, she's not in the lead. She's the tail end of the field here. Warren's is going to be your race leader. Taylor's going to be in 2nd. Blaney's going to be in 3rd. Jason Henry 4th. D. Pascal's going to be out there in 5th. Corey Stahl's going to be in 6th. Luttrell, Sean Burke in 7th and 8th. Nathan Line, Dennis Warren's. It's going to be your top 10 as your pole sitter is ready to go. Pole sitter still sitting out there, fuel only, able to take the advantage. Still sitting on an extra set of tires. The Elliott Sadler racing team. John Tiller, Jason Blaney, Jason Henry. And my name is Jason. 3 Jasons brought into this platform. Appreciate you very much. Lightning Esports Cup Series Championships. Been interesting. 2 cautions so far, but a lot. 1-4 were just a bad situation. They fell in the lap of Burke, and then the other one just hot tires into the bottom of the apron on the dog leg. 95 rolls. There's Jason Henry trying to carry him the corner. 42 to the bottom side. DePascal trying to work. 22 there to try to keep the inside lane at bay. 10 to the outside. Jason Henry to Jason Blaney. Battle for third. 10 might be able to make the pass on a couple of drivers here out of the dog leg area. We'll see. 22 all the way up the race line. 42, little tail wiggle there, but the 10 still rolling. Blaney in the 22. 42 of DePascal to the bottom. 10 still working that second lane. That outside lane will wear some tires, but once they're up and going, 42 of the 10, little netcoat door contact, nothing big there. Jason Henry on the move. Big momentum out of the corner. Warren's your race leader. Still trying to hold off John Tiller. Jason Blaney's going to be in third. 10 double breaks the corner. You see the momentum gained there as now the 16 who's been trying to work, but Blaney on the move. William Ridgway up 7. 39 trying to hold off. Corey Stahl on the outside is going to get to the inside. New tires coming from the number 39. Ridgway up 8 now as Jason Henry's going to be up 7. Still trying to carry him the corner. Utilize a little bit of that newer tire. Does have newer tires in the top 3 in front of him. New tires for Ridgway. Caution back out. Chantel having an issue. Colby, thank you. Slideways. Those tires are hot. Good save. Back up here. That was inside the cockpit view. Let's go to the far chase view here for Chantel. Back up. Telling you, out of the corner, sometimes that shallow entry. Yeah, that same spot. That was the same spot that on the caution prior. Chantel able to save it here. Cool those tires down. Should be fine. Should be fine. Back those tires off. All right. We will be back. A couple of races coming up. We're going to take next weekend. We are over here at Signature Esports. We are. Thank you to all the new viewers out there, by the way. We'll make sure we do that. Just update. We posted in our Discord. I'm going to be hosting a tournament to help out with our miss. Sort of the best people in my life are going to be needing some help. So we're going to be hosting an iRacing tournament coming up very soon. It was recommended that I do a Talladega tournament in the truck, so we're going to be probably looking at that. So it's going to be a two-day event, 3 races on the 17th of August and 2 races on the 18th of August. For those who want to get out there and be a part of that, it is to one, first and foremost, raise money to help with medical bills for our family. Actually, it's the first time we've done something personally when it comes to our platform. So, not always. I like helping a lot of people, but this time we're actually doing something bigger to help that. But it's going to be a 50-50, half of the pot to help with Jess's medical bills for her next surgery, and then the other half is going to go to pay out the drivers inside the top 5 for that tournament. We're making up tournament rules and the tournament schedule for those 2 days. We'll be doing that very soon, so if you would be a part of that, just make sure you hit !Discord, join our Discord. and help out with that. The entry out, we'll keep it at small for basically 5 races over 2 days. It'll be $10 for the entry. Again, 5 going to help with our cause, and then the other 5 going right to the drivers. We'll try to make it as big of a race as we can to first and foremost have a bigger payout for those drivers, but also for everybody who wants to help out to be a part of Signature Esports. So we thank you very much to everybody. If you're a regular listening, that's more attuned to that. It's just a little bitty announcement for that stuff. But outside of that, get back to the race here. This has been a good race. It's the tires and the dog leg trying to take people out. We don't want to see that happen. Chris Schuessler, tail end of the field. Chantel back to 15th. A couple of drivers off almost double-digit spots, but they're going to be ready to go. Henry with a green flag. Ridgeway to the outside. 13 spots gained for the 39. Robert Warner came to pit road this last time by. There's the 16 to his outside. Tiller trying to put it 3 wide here. Ooh, 10 near the wall. Free and easy up into the wall. 22 is going to be taken out. Caution's going to come out here. And that was Getch, man. Jason Blaney. There's just a lot happening. That's all it was. 22 there to the bottom side. Let's just right here. 42 there. I tell you what, it might have looked like 22 moved up. Little wiggle, and a 42 shot the gap. Little net code helped out there. That's what I meant by sketch. It looked like, not that the 22 didn't catch the car, that I think that when the 42 shot the gap there, netcode helped bring those two together. He was still pointing up a little bit, but it could have almost been saved. Man. All right, well, they're coming to pit road. Radke's in on pit road, number 3 car. Jason Blaney there as well. There was a good little battle there, 3 wide out of the corner. You see a couple of cautions here. All good things. All good things. So Blaney on pit road. DePascal's going to be on pit road at the 42. Radke's on pit road as well. I think Radke was just coming to get a fuel. Maybe take that fast repair. We'll see. Lee Ridgeway is going to be your race leader. The number 39, Jason Henry, right behind. And the 10 spot, Robert Kahn, Sean Burke up inside the top 5. Dennis Warren's back up here as well at 10 spots. Your biggest mover of the race is your race leader, William Ridgeway. Mike Rideout's going to be in 6th. All the drivers that are 6th and above, up 7 spots or more, except for Robert Kahn, who started 5th. It's going to be in 3rd. Chris Luttrell is actually going to be up 3. So from 7th forward, up a few spots. Chris Schuessler up 3 as well. 61 drive of the Ford Mustang. A little Fry-Normus. Walters Racing on the back. We'd like to see it. Like to see these drivers rep their teams and rep there's pretty much everything they have going on. Absolutely entertaining when it comes to it. Lightning Esports out there. Thank you to everybody out there as well. Put it in and watch it and give us all the absolute blast that this is. Again, Phoenix Raceway here for the Phoenix 100 and the championship race for Lightning Esports. Lots of fun. Bottom left of your corner, you're going to be able to see our sponsor. Signature Esports is sponsored by some great folks out there. They help us take care of it. Let's go scroll across the screen for a little bit. But outside of that, thank you to all the people that are out here helping Lightning Esports continue to grow. And we appreciate all sponsors that are out there helping leagues and helping, whether you're a small business or you're like Lightning Wraps or Buttkicker, you're a name brand in the esports community or in the iRacing community. We love you all because you help these leagues continue to go. 39, 10, 21, 93. Green flag. Turn 1 busy. Couple of 2 and 3 wide situations trying to funnel out. To the 16, maybe trying to poke the nose there. The back bumper to the 00 of Luttrell. The trail there to the inside, 16 to the back bumper, 33. Bump and run, trying to go to the middle, shooting the middle. Chantel all the way to the bottom side. Don't shallow entry the dog leg, and doing a great job. That's exactly, if you had a free car and you got a little bit of tire wear, that's exactly where you should run. Get your tires warmed up, and then whenever you can get a proper entry into the corner, that's what you're going to do. How about it 3 wide? Almost. 33. Corey Stahl leveling out in front of 38. 38. Wow. Tight off the corner. Nathan Line up on the wall. Sent the brakes all the way up near the walls. Got some right side damage now. That's heavy right front damage. We'll see if that tire holds up as we continue to run. Ridgeway, 28.11, fastest lap of the race. 28.18 for Robert Kahn, his fastest lap of the race. Jason Henry there as well. Caution comes back out. Jason Blaney involved. Oh, Chantel to the inside of the 22 there. See how this worked out. 22 up there. Chantel trying to close. Oh. Got to the left rear of the 22. Got some rear damage for Jason Blaney if he comes to pit road. Nathan Line coming to pit road. D. Pascal coming to pit road as well. Radke's on pit road with the number 3 car. William Ridgeway, your race leader. 5th caution of the race. As the tire starting to get the best of some of the drivers. Opportunity knocking. Well, that's the way it should be. Any one of these drivers has a chance to win. It's a great, it's been a good race. It's been a great look at what these drivers have been doing. Jason Blaney, again, leading in points coming into today's race, needs to finish. Needs to. See, Robert Warren sits in 6th right now, and has the advantage currently. John Tiller is going to be in that 16 car. He's in 8th. Try to catch back up to the 90. Corey Stahl is in 10th right now, so those drivers still looking for pace. Robert Kahn could win, be a big advantage to him. He's 18 points behind. That's at 16 position points that they have right now when it comes to bonus points and all those things. So Robert with an opportunity, but everybody has a chance to win this race when it comes to the rest of the points standings. Big battle in the top 3. It's going to be everything. Go Rattlesnakes is Van Nest. Bert, come on, buddy. The fun league that can keep it green almost every week. Races are never like this. It's fine. These things happen, man. It happens. Racing happens. It's short track racing. I know it's a mile length. It's not a cookie cutter. These races do this. Some drivers are out here racing for a championship. So when it comes to having the winning ways, you're going to have cautions. These things are going to happen. We're just about halfway through this one, though. 39 on the inside, 21 on the outside. Henry. Warren's on the outside as well. The 10 on the inside. Green flag. (39-21). 39 into turn 1. Barreling out of corner. Exit. Turn 2. Onto the back straightaway. Momentum. They're near the wall. If they settle in, we'll see this race be exactly what it needs to be. Sean Burke in the number 5 car there to the inside of the 16 of John Tiller. Tiller way up the race line. 93 utilizing the natural part of the race line. Rideout's going to be right behind him. Jason Blaney knows he's got something here. And there goes the 33 of Corey Stahl. Gets double checked up into the field. 3 to the bottom side. 93 of Burke all the way down to the bottom side of the racetrack. Slide up for the 3. I'm telling you, some of the best racing. I know that they got some racing going on up front, but some of the best racing happening right here in the middle part of your pack. 16 sees the 90 to the outside. Warns. Sees Tiller side by side. 16 not giving an inch. 90 with a crossover. Double brake. Back into the throttle. 16 trying to hold off the 90. Warns into the wall. Right side damage. Got to be careful not to break the toe link on this car. Jason Blaney, the 90, up into the wall. That should be a caution. There's that toe link. It took that second hit for the toe link to happen. That's the wall contact here. The 90 trying to get into the corner, tries to turn in, but up into the 22. So that might have already been broken. That he tried to turn into the corner, so that toe link might have already been broken. I do want to go back around here. We'll go to rear chase. We're going to kind of make an adjustment here and see what happens out of the corner. Go here. Oh, yeah. There it is. So that tire right there. Let me turn this one real quick. The tire's off the ground. In iRacing, that's that broken toe link. You see it shoved up under the wheel here. And then tries to turn into the corner, and he just can't turn. That left front is just not turning for him. Unfortunate circumstances there for the 90, but able to get back around. Should have a fast repair to be able to be used. That right front is just absolutely mangled. That right front is off the surface. When you get into the brakes with your right front broken, it'll send you up the racetrack. It's exactly what happened to the 90 there. Unfortunate. 6th caution of the race. Ridgway, Kahn, Warrens, Henry, Tillard's going to be your top 5. Blaney, Radke, Rideout, Stahl, and Bottle's going to be your top 10. Chantel got to move back forward. Strong race car. Got turned around earlier. To keep it nice, cool, calm, and collected. We're Stahl in the Buttkicker 33. We should be double file racing here. We are lights out for the pace car. We're going to go back to it here. Racing is, there's a reason why I call this the best simulator in the world. It's because, well, when you tear it up, you can tear it up. That's for darn sure. This Warren's coming off pit road. What if he went ahead and took tires for the final set? We'll see. Maybe got that car worked on. Got it. I think he had he had his fast repair, so he's good to go. So that's one fast repair down. 39, 21, 95, 10. Tiller's going to be in 5th with Blaney to his outside on the restart here. Ridgway, Kahn, restart zone, green flag. Just over halfway through this one, 6 cautions and a whole lot of aggression. Aggression is going to be the key. I mean, it is quote-unquote short-track racing. Blaney sees the 95 to the bottom side. Robert Warren's trying to clear. Warren's in the 95, 16 to the back bumper, 16 tight up to the 10. Had to break out of the corner, almost got into the back corner. Everybody's braking zone is different, so you kind of have to manage your gap and manage your pace. Jason Blaney, though, says, I got places to be and I've got things to see. That is going to be the back bumper of the 22. You can get around the back bumper of the 95. You can get around the 16. 22 there to the inside. Going to clear the 10. Jason Henry's had a good race so far. It was fast in the early going. Took the advantage on the tires. Tied up the race line up near the wall. Try to work it. He's having an issue right now. As now everybody's going to catch him at the wrong time. 3 wide. 10 losing a ton of spots here. Jason Henry dropping. William Ridgway up 4/10 of a second over Robert Kahn. 21 trying to work the Blaney mobile. We like seeing I like that version of the 21. I really do. Here comes Warren's here. The 95, 16 of Tiller and Toe. These two have been duking it out all night. Jason Blaney now trying to continue to push forward as the 3 of Radke. Radke is there. 3 pushing. Warren's Tiller. Tiller gets around the 95. 95 back to the back bumper. Can he cross over? We'll see if the dog leg goes to the advantage of these drivers. 16, 95. 16 will push it all the way down. 95 will lose that ground. Little wiggle out of the car will do just that. 95 double brakes into the corners. Good to go. It's the 5,199 I-rated driver. Pushing the corner. 54.30 for Ridgway. 32.52 for Robert Kahn. Tiller, 36.54. Warren's going to be in 4th. Jason Blaney to 5th. The championship 2. Blaney, Warren's right there. Now the 95 has led laps here. And Robert Warren's trying to do himself some justice. Robert has 4 wins on the series. Jason Blaney has 1. Robert Kahn has 1. Dennis Warren's has 2. So, caution back out here. One more time. Dennis Warren's involved. There's the 90. Oh, Berkey free. The 90 got free. Oh, man. The 90 destroyed for the second time here. We'll see him coming to pit road. Well, pretty much everybody's coming to pit road. Ridgway's staying out. Tiller's going to stay out. Jason Blaney's going to stay out as well. John Burke is going to stay out. Dennis will have to come to pit road. He's driving the Kool-Aid Modified. That was an oh no moment. 7th caution of the race here. This championship 100 for the Lightning Esports Cup Series. Genesis Technologies giving you the look, feel. Always an opportunity. Always an opportunity. Every opportunity is about being where you need to be. Jason Blaney, last 2 years on the pit road, 49 seconds of repairs. Sean Burke doing himself some justice. William Ridgway coming to pit road. The 40 laps to go. Seeing some drivers take some tires. It'll be Robert Kahn here, the 21. Corey Stahl coming back around here to the 33. So Dennis Warren's is on pit road, getting the car worked on. William Ridgway picking a set of tires. John Tiller putting the energy in. Johnny DePascal is coming around. He is off 10 from the start of the race. But he's looking good. New HD radio. 16, 22, 93. Now John Tiller with an opportunity here. Robert Warren's in the 95. Right behind the 22 here. 16. See the inside work. Out of the corner. Up to speed. They'll go one more around here. Extend the caution for a lap. Make sure everybody's good to go. field all work back together. Jeffrey Radke back here in the number 3 car has a 76 to his outside. We're going board with that driver on the start of this race. Back to it we go. Restart zone coming up. Big crowd here at Phoenix, virtually here on iRacing. We're going. We're green. Big run to the inside for Radke. 38 there to the outside. Three to the bottom. Chantel trying to double break into the corner back there. Jason Henry just ahead. There's the 76 of Mike Wright out there as well. Chantel going to work the bottom side of the racetrack. Couple of laps to get the thing warmed up. That's what you want to see. 95, tight in the corner, gets up to the outside. Robert Warnes trying to clear. 21 slideways, now the 22. 93 of Burke into the wall. Burke arced in. Heavy right side damage. I think he got free there. Go back and take a look. He did, just got slideways. Oh, man. Those tires got hot. Got to hold on to it. John Tiller, your race leader, half-second lead over Robert Warnes. Jason Blaney's going to be in third. And Robert doesn't want to see that 22 there. Wants to win this race, that's for darn sure. Radke's going to be in fourth. Up 5. Nathan Lyon's going to be in fifth. Up 2. Biggest move of the race, tied between 2. It's going to be Jeffrey Radke up 5, and William Ridgway. Now 3 drivers. His rideout's going to be up 5 as well. William Ridgway up 5. John Tiller's going to be up 2 spots, started third. Robert Warnes, your pole sitter. Jason Blaney, your outside pole sitter. And Tiller trying to get the best of him here as they go 3/10 of a second difference here. Race line working well for every driver here, but right now, Chantel all the way to the bottom side. Chantel sideways on the field. Oh, man. Go back, take a look at what happened here. Chantel, it's that same spot. John Tiller out front. There's smoke, there's fire, and occasionally that dog leg turns out and bites you. Exactly what we saw today. Down to the back straightaway we go. John Tiller, Robert Warnes, Jason Blaney, Jeffrey Radke, and the number 3 Kool-Aid Machine. Going to get there to the back bumper to these top 4 all within a blanket, just under a second apart. Nathan Line carrying around the second group. Nathan Line in 5th. Ridgway's going to be up 8 spots and continue to try to push forward. Nathan Line to the outside. 12:46 on the I rating for Nathan Line. Ridgway 54:30. Jason Henry 24:02. An I ratio, the ratio of the I rating makes no difference to some. But I will tell you that they're all still putting on a show. So we'll see how this works. Burke coming off pit road, I do believe, went ahead and get that. I don't know if he got new tires to fix it. He did sit on pit lane for a lap there. So he's going to get what he can and see how bad the damage was. It didn't look like he broke the tire, so it looks fine. A little right front damage, never hurt anybody. Tiller, Warnes, Blaney, your top 3. Radke is going to be there as well. William Ridgway in 5th, closing in the distance. He is closed down about a 10th per lap on your leaders. Last time by actually 3/10 of a second, so let me not confuse myself there. Came it on 60 tires and fuel there. John Tiller came it on 34 tires and fuel there. Robert Warnes to the bottom side, trying to close in on Tiller. Really haven't ran a good green flag stint. Right side wall scrape for the 22 there. Phoenix showing up. Robert Kahn coming up pit road, it looked like for a moment. There was an issue. Luttrell up near the wall, corner exit, turn 2, back straightaway. 33 free. Behind's going to be Nathan Line in the 38. John Tiller out front, the 16. 95, 22. Opportunity knocking. $16 out of the corner, 95 rolling. 9 spots gained for Ridgeway. Jason Henry in tow, trying to get a little bit more out of that car. Right behind, right out. Good look at the onboard braking zone for Mike Rideout here. 1,057 on the I rating for this driver. Pushing out. Very competitive with the driver ahead of him. Over double his I rating. Johnny DePascal. Johnny Pascal's back here in that ace spot off 4. We've seen a lot of work to that car. And has continued to try to push his way forward up to 8th now. John Tiller, still your race leader, 3/10 of a second here as we come around to make it 25 laps to go. Presented by Buttkicker. Buttkicker.com. Feel what you've been missing with a Buttkicker system today. Make sure you get out there and support this league by giving all you can. We put all the sponsors' names in the race description. I will go back with links to make sure that we can get the direct affiliate links and all that stuff for the league. Want to make sure that they get all the credit they can when you come back and watch this replay, or if you're out here watching it live. Make sure that you check out all of these fine folks. VBR Racing is a racing network that is young man Michael Bollinger out there. He's trying to become an iRacing commentator out there. He and John Vaughn have put together a team. So you can check those guys out if you need somebody. GainZ Fitness. So we'll make sure we have all that information in there as well. Thank you to GainZ for being out there. Of course, we know Buttkicker. Buttkicker has been a part of everybody's platform, and well, not everybody's platform, but I tell you what, Buttkicker. We listen to drivers talk about Buttkicker all the time, right? And you can really put in, you can when they say feel what you've been missing, you can really feel what the car's doing if once you get it all set up and get it hooked up in your system. So Buttkicker is a great system to have if you can. Radke is going to be in 3rd. Blaney sees William Ridgeway to the inside. 10 spots gained for the 39. Ridgeway trying to clear the 22, who needs those 4 spots, needs that spot back to manage. Get a sneeze, be right back. Lightning wraps. So Chantel back here put up to some good wraps. Make sure you go look for lightning wraps on your social media icons. Make sure you reach out to them if you need a wrap done by them today. Thank you to, of course, each and every person that has helped Signature Esports out. Thank you to, of course, our sponsors and everybody that's out there. That's on the bottom left. That's what you're seeing. CDL Carpet, 757-536-5155. One of the best luxury vinyl plank and hardwood floor layers out there. Search Performance, my racing team that we support, and we have continued to push out and continue to see big strides and improvements. 95 trying to cross over here for the battle for the lead as they go. Chop Chop Racing, the only iRacing league that we have let sponsor us because they are the best iRacing league, in my opinion, out there that has continued to improve and help drive the drivers to be better at iRacing. Beef Jerky Unlimited is our driver cam sponsor. No driver cams tonight. Just didn't have the chance to settle that in for them. and get that taken care of. So we won't let that go away. Mandarin Racing was my first follower, my first supporter, the first subscriber, the first guy who ever put $1 in my pocket on this platform when it comes to our community. And Mandarin has been a solid help to Signature Esports throughout the year, so we appreciate Mandarin and what he does. Outside of that, man, oh man. Good time. This is a good race. See, now they've gotten it going. We're 18 laps to go. The top four, all within a blanket. John Tiller's there, still leading. He's been able to hold off Robert Warren's here for quite a while, and Warren's back of the corner off. Has to get back into the corner. A little bit more on the throttle. Think has a little bit better car, but the 16 doing a good job of being there to keep the 95 at bay. So we'll see 17 laps to go. If the 16, 95 drifts a little bit. Heavy brakes in the corner, drifts out of the corner. And William Ridgway gets to the inside of Radke. Ridgway doing a great job. John Tiller able to hold off Warnes. The 95 back into the corner. Now the 16 was catching Robert earlier when they had the first green flag stint and was getting himself in position to make that happen. A little battle back here for the 21 to the 00. Robert Kahn to the outside of the 00. Here is Chris Littrell. Out of the bottom side, 21 utilizing the high line. Good braking zone for the 00. Robert Kahn just ahead off 4. Johnny Pascal's going to be, D. Pascal's going to be running off 4 in 8th, trying to work back forward. 16 laps to go. Lap times are being consistently. Everybody's pretty much right in that realm. Right now, the top 3 running 29 flats. The only driver that didn't was this driver right here, 29.10. This time by Jason Blaney at 29.17. Jason Henry at 29.20. Mike Wright out here in the 76, though, last time by, faster than everybody ahead of him, 29.03. To include your race leader, John Tiller. This time by Tiller. Makes it 14 to go. Warnes in the 95. Ridgway up 11. Ridgway, the fastest driver inside the top 3. Radke in tow as well. Jason Blaney behind. For a free off corner exit. Sees Jason Henry behind him. And we talk about right out. He's doing himself some justice. Battle back here from Chantel. Nathan Line. Chris Schuessler up 2. Sean Burke back out on the racetrack. Wonder what he can as a lap down. Maybe hoping for a caution here, but here comes the leaders. Tiller, 4/10 of a second difference. Robert Warnes still trying to win this race. If he wins this race, it'll be definitely the points he needs. And of course, we will check out the points after the fact just to make sure that we know who your winner is going to be. 16 on the bottom side. 95 is going to double break the outside lane. Might have an opportunity here for a crossover on corner exit. 16 to pit lane. Can he get down? Warnes, your race leader. At a certain point, Tiller came in on 34. So that was a fuel cycle going the direction. I forgot about the 50% fuel in these cars. 59 was when Robert Warnes came to pit road. William Ridgway came in on 60. Radke came in on 59. I'm thinking they got a bunch of fuel. My bad. Forgot about the 50% fuel, folks. Good little race this is. So John Tiller able to hold off a bunch of drivers here. Doing a great job. We'll see what happens here with 10 laps to go. As the 95 leads. William Ridgway, your biggest mover of the race, up 12 spots. Radke's in 3rd. Mike Rideout moves up to 4th. Jason Henry in 5th. Chris Littrell is going to be up 1 as clear Chantel. And Chantel and Nathan Line have gone to work as well. So Jason Blaney came to pit road, took the tires, took the fuel. He's good to go. Warnes is going to be on front, 9 laps to go. Tiller, the first driver off the lead lap, came in and took tires as well. Little splash of gas. 39 there in tow. 95 crossover. Radke. Battle for the lead between 3. Little free for the 3, little wiggle out of the car. On corner exit, 39 drops into the corner. 39 has a much natural way getting into the corner. If he could be just a touch lower, he'd be able to clear that race line. And right now, natural race line for him, utilizing the yellow line around the racetrack. 95 shortcuts the field across the dog leg. Late in the run, it'd be hard for the cars to turn in that zone. We've watched a lot of drivers get themselves in a lot of trouble. So the top 3 all within a blanket, just under half a second between each other. Mike right out in the 76, leading the second group around as Jason Henry's in 5th. Will be 7 laps to go this time by. John Tiller to the inside of the 33. Jason Blaney holds on to 14th here. And the big question is, what's that fuel mileage going to look like? Nathan Line coming across the line here. Free look like, but he's good. Chantel in 10th. Off 2 from the start of her race. Corey Stahl in a 33. Good progress, 19.57. Maybe try to save a little bit. Jason Blaney runs his fastest lap of the race this last time by 28.20. He and Tiller now just run 28.24s together. Warnes in the 95, 6 laps to go. Will be 5 this time by Ridgeway. Good entry into the corner all the way up to the wall. 3 in tow. 5 laps to go here at Phoenix, the championship race for Lightning Esports. Thank you to Chantel for reaching out to us. Thank you to all the drivers who have showed up tonight for the race. Thank you to all the chat that's been out there. I'm sorry I haven't caught up there. It is good. Right front broken. I know, man. I saw it. All the good things. William Ridgeway carrying the corner, quarter second into the corner. Double brakes. When I talk about getting tight into the corner, Ridgeway able to, yeah. And when I see double brakes, what I mean is that they brake into the corner to get the car to turn, and then they brake with the throttle, getting themselves into the bottom side of the racetrack. 39 does that's a great line. Puts himself into the right situation there. Going to carry a lot more speed. You see the cutoff right there for the 95, but watch the close rate on the brake here. 39 closes right into the 95. The 95. That's the advantage of late tires utilizing that yellow line. But right now, Warren's doing a great job of keeping it nice, cool, calm, and collected. Now we'll see if the high line's going to work. 39 going to close back in. Big braking zone coming up. There's the 95 going to work. Ridgeway in second. Radke's going to be in third. Battle for the lead there. Rideout's going to be trying to close it in. Chris Usler up to 12th. You see some drivers going. That's your race leaders going around him, so he's going to go a lap down. Ethan Line, the next driver in the racing zone. 2 laps to go. They'll make it. How about it? White flag waves. Final lap of the championship race. Robert Warnes. Try to be the champion. Try to win this race. Trying to hold off William Ridgeway. Final corner. 39 with a big run. Trying to send the outside lane. Can the 39 do it? I don't think he's got it. 3 to the inside, Radke. But Warnes, 3 slideways. Warnes wins it. Ridgeway's going to be second. Radke's going to be third. As Rideout's going to be in fourth. Jason Henry, D. Pascal. 5th and 6th. Kahn's going to be in 7th. Stahl's going to be in 8th. Luttrell in 9th. Chantel will come around. She'll finish in 10th. As Nathan Line will finish his lap here. It will be in 11th. Chris Usler up 4 behind in 12th. Robert Warnes, your race winner. And after all of that work, should be your champion. Burnout coming for the 95. Gotta love the burnouts. That's all I gotta say about that. Phoenix was good. It was great. And now there's a whole lot more to happen with this league. Much love to Chantel and everybody for bringing me over for this one-off race. We appreciate it. And we appreciate all the drivers. Yeah, you can blow it up. Burn it down, blow it up. That's exactly what needs to happen. 95 had a good run there. If it wasn't for and I'm telling you this, if it wasn't for that fuel mileage, I would love to have seen what happened with the 16 and what was going on there. A good race nonetheless. This was an absolute blast to watch. Here's your official race results. According to what iRacing gives us, is Lightning Esports Championship race at Phoenix. Comes down to a half second between Robert Warrens and William Ridgway. Jeffrey Radke is going to finish in third. 76 in the 10, finished fourth and fifth. The 42, 21, 33, 00. And the 5 finished inside the top 10. 38 finishes in 11th. Chris Schutzler finishes in 12th. The 61 doing a good job of managing. Got low, let the leaders go by, and knocked it out of the park. Congratulations there. John Tiller, Jason Blaney, Sean Burke, and Dennis Warrens, your top 16 drivers. So what a good race that was. We enjoyed it. We enjoyed being able to get the call on, and we appreciate everybody doing it. Want to make sure that I could look at the points. I want to make sure the points updated. I don't know if they do a season review. Yeah, Robert's got it. He's got it. He's got it by 5 or by 6 points here tonight. Looks like 304 to 299. So he did do it. So we're going to talk to him. We're going to give him some love. We're going to show him some appreciation. We're going to talk to the top 3. Let's talk to him, though. I do believe he's going to be the champion. I don't know if they do a review. I don't know what's going to happen. But, Robert, my man, congratulations on the victory here tonight. I know that it was a battle, a long-fought battle all race long. We had a few cautions between all of that, but able to work yourself back through the field. Walk me through the race. Tell me about it. Congratulations. This was a ton of fun.
Yeah, no, thanks for having me. You know, I think it really came down to strategy tonight, and the boys did some work, and we got that thing on the pole, and it was really about just being up front, managing tires, and not burning them off. So that was really the main point there. And then when we were cycling around with all those pits, I just didn't want to take freshies too soon and get those stickers used up. So I just made sure I had enough fuel in the tank, and when we pitted at lap 60, I knew my contenders, they didn't have enough fuel to make it the whole way, which I thought was a questionable call on their part. But, you know, luck be a pretty lady tonight, but she's coming home with me, and we're going home with the championship and the dub.
That's what I just got made aware, so I'm making sure to change the display here so it says Lightning Esports Cup Series Champion. Congratulations, first and foremost. I know that I'm coming in for this last race, and I'm calling this race. I was looking at kind of the stats and the standings of what was happening. You only had, I believe this is the 5th win on the series. But to have such a close battle coming into this race, you had a 4-point deficit coming into the race. You needed to win. You needed to put some points between you and some positions between you and Jason Blaney. What was that going across your mind when he's up there in third, running right there with you for a little bit?
Yeah, of course. Like, you know, that was in the back of my mind, but I knew I had to run my own race, and just, you know, whatever fate and karma was going to be, it was going to be, and there wasn't too much I could do to change it. Like, you know, I wasn't really willing to, you know, compromise my integrity or, you know, respect to other drivers on the track by doing something questionable. So, you know, I was hoping to see that same respect. You know, we've had some good battles throughout the season, and, you know, I just had some unfavorable luck from time to time, and that kind of put me on my heels when we came into this race. But, you know, here we are, all fit and fancy, ready to crack a bottle and drink some champagne. So bring it on, you know.
I like it. It was a good race once everybody kind of got into the way, and we I like it. I think it was a ton of fun to be able to see just how much character this racetrack has. And I know that they say there's 4 turns in this one. I always say there's 3, but there's a lot to be said about managing the the inside lane and taking just enough of this racetrack away from the drivers behind you. What is the key to success when it comes to trying to hold off somebody behind you that's just as fast, if not trying to close in?
It's just about hitting your marks, right? So there's markers on the turns going into 3 and going into 1, and you just got to make sure that you're hitting your marks and running your race. And I would say if you let somebody get a good run on the outside of you, you're pooched. So I'd kind of always favor to protect the outside, but also if you're in front like I was for a majority of the night, you got to manage your right rear. So I wasn't picking up the throttle very hard. I was trying to be very gentle and conservative, and I could see behind me. Once I got a half-second gap, I just went into coast mode. I wasn't even pushing the car. So you can really see when you're in front of somebody or behind them, just how hard they're driving. And, when I was behind a couple of the cars that were in the championship, I knew I was going to eat them up in about 10 laps, and I just waited and waited and waited because I knew they needed fuel. So there was just no point pushing the situation and making a driver sweat it out and put themselves, in a compromised position where they might make a mistake and cost me the win or the championship.
Exactly the idea. When I saw the battle happen over there, at a certain point I'd forgotten. You get into the race and it's racing. You get into the call, and I'd forgotten it. When they came to pit road, I was like, oh yeah, they got a half a tank of fuel. He's coming to pit road because he last came in on 34. So it makes the racing interesting, and it makes, again, fuel strategy absolutely. I love fuel strategy races, but I also like the competitive nature of what we saw today. Everybody was on their toes, including yourself. Robert, congratulations. You're the Lightning Esports Cup Series champion. And, you get your first win from this series on my platform.
Yeah.
So congratulations on the championship. Congratulations on a hard-fought race. Give you shout-outs, man. This was a pleasure.
Yeah. Oh, thank you for having me here tonight. I've enjoyed you coming on. You're a great broadcaster. But shout out to my boys at Elliott Sadler Esports. Big shout out to Jared Carr and Jimmy Norman. We turn laps in the B car every week. Shout out to my brother Dennis and William Ridgway. They're my teammates, and Chris as well. We've done a great job at working together, and this is my third season in a row with the championship at Lightning Esports. So those admins, they have to deal with a lot of shit, and they persevere through it and put together a good league. So that's why we keep coming back, because once the cars settle down and we start racing, there's a lot of clean, respectable drivers here that make it fun. So I'll stop the bus there. I could go on all night, but we got some drinking to do.
I like it, man. Congratulations on the victory. It was a ton of fun to watch.
Thanks, buddy.
Always. That is your champion. Robert comes home in victory lane as well. Apologize about the language, folks. We try to make sure that we keep it all clean and clear, and all the fantastic stuff that happens with that. That is all a part of it. But we're going to talk to William again, teammate. He just said it. William Ridgway is going to be your P2 finisher tonight, teammate to the champion or the race winner. But William, at a certain point where I know you were just moving through the field, watching you duck, dodge, dive, dodgeball a little bit there. Tell me about your race, and did you have anything for your teammate?
When you get close to him, I guess there's like a little arrow lock, so that's kind of what I was stuck in. But overall, good race. Me and him were pretty even. It seemed like, and yeah, once I got to a certain point, it was like an airlock. I just couldn't brake.
I was watching your drive line in, and I took most notable about your car. When you go to when I saw you drop into the corner, you were dropping to the corner more it seemed like more naturally, trying to run the groove of the track instead of forcing the car to get where it needed to be. And that seemed to be what I saw as a natural advantage of the way you were racing this track.
Yeah. You mean in 3 and 4?
Yep.
Right. The one, right. Yeah. Yeah. If you enter it early, go towards that pit wall, the car just kind of falls into the groove instead of you having to force it. And that's how I've always run it. And, yeah, it seems to work well. Yeah. I've had a lot of success with that in the past.
I think that was an advantage that I was watching you. And on top of that, the closing rate was there. The dog leg being as I'm in a love-hate relationship with the dog leg. I typically run the natural line with the painted yellow to try to conserve where I can. But we saw a couple of instances today that the dog leg became the advocate for Rex.
Yeah, yeah. It happened to me early in the race. I don't know if you caught that or not. Maybe not. I was in the back, but yeah, I didn't wreck, but I got real sideways, and that's the only time I went below that line because I almost wrecked it. It was like lap 3 or 4, I think, maybe 5, but yeah, and I know Chantel wrecked down there a couple times, and I seen others. I think Robert, maybe not Robert Kahn, but yeah, there was quite a few people that got sideways and wrecked down there.
Yeah, that's what that was why I was referencing it, because I did see it. So,
yeah.
But I mean, one of the things about the about this racetrack that does carry characters is the fact that with the change from the back straightaway to the the exit of turn 4, the start finish line, it makes the anticipation of getting that green flag run kind of challenging, because I mean everybody's there. You're waiting so long for the pace car to be where it needs to be, and you have to. I mean, I don't know. I think the pace car needs to cut in a little bit more ways up the track.
Yeah, that would be nice. Maybe like on the edge of that back stretch, the end of it going into 3, that would be nice. But yeah, it's weird, especially in officials. But it's really weird, and it kind of jumbles things up sometimes. But tonight, I think everybody did pretty good. I don't think we had any real issues on the restarts that I can remember.
Nah, it's just all about getting antsy. Aggression's turned up to 10. You're trying to win a championship, and everybody's battling for a position and a win. It was nothing to complain about. I have to point out the little nuances of iRacing.
Oh yeah,
I love iRacing. It's a platform that's helped me make a second living, so to speak.
Right.
But there are things that I wish even NASCAR would do with it, and it'll be good to see where the championship happens this year. What's going to happen with that? But William, a fantastic race tonight. P2 finished, and it was a ton of fun to watch, man. Give you shout outs.
Yeah, man. I think Rob, Dennis, all the teammates there, the league, Chantel and Robert, and all the admins there. They run a pretty good show. Tonight was more cautions than normal. Typically, there's a lot less, and it's a lot of fun. And everybody's super clean. I'm excited to go back and kind of watch your stream here and see how you do. And yeah, we'll go from there. But yeah, just thank my teammates and the admins of the league. They run a good show.
It was fun. It was fun to watch. So it was a great time to be able to get out here, and I know it's kind of a last minute deal, and I absolutely it was fun. It was a great time. Will, much love, man. Good luck in the rest of your races, and we'll make sure that we post whatever they're going to be doing as far as the next season. I'll make sure that our community knows as well, so if they want to be a part of this, they can.
Perfect. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Always. William Ridgway comes home in P2 and knocks it out of the park. And last but not least, Jeff Radke is going to be your top 3 finisher here at the Midnight Motorsports driver. He's at Mooresville, North Carolina. I don't see him up. I don't see him in Discord. I don't know. Well, maybe not. Chantel, if you're out there listening, do you want to tell people what's going on next season? You can hop up on in here. Hey. Rob Van Ness is Next Time Snake. Much love. Robert Warren's so hot right now. I like it. Thank you folks out there for the chats. I appreciate you. I went the ones who run it. Ones who run it, or Jeffrey, wherever Jeffrey's at. Jeffrey's your P3 finisher. I want to make sure that if he wants to say a few words about the race and what he had going on, we would love to be able to talk to him. And if not, either way, we'll make sure that we have Chantel's stuff posted on our channel. I'm typing. typing, folks. I know it's loud. It's crazy. I'm waiting. We don't like dead air, but we're not. Again, this is normally a one-off thing that we try to make sure that we take care of folks. You know what I mean? So, but outside of that, it was a phenomenal race. It was a phenomenal race. Biggest move of the race is your P2 finisher tonight. It's William Ridgway. Warrens gets the championship tonight, and it was a absolute blast to be able to call. And I hope everybody was entertained. We want to make sure that we continue to support iRacing in its whole, and we want to make sure that we continue to push drivers in the right direction when it comes to leagues, when it comes to what iRacing is and what iRacing does. Make sure that you folks get out there and sign up for iRacing today. Get yourself in one of these leagues, because leagues, after you get your rookie license, you get yourself through and you start figuring out what officials are all about. You want to make sure that you get out there and you take care of the drivers that you have. Get yourself in a league and make sure that you get out there and build a racing rapport and a racing etiquette with some of the drivers in the communities, because leagues just do it better. They get better racing. There's a ton of opportunity for all of these drivers to have even more exposure than with not just broadcast, but with the leagues out there. Leagues are just absolutely awesome. So, yeah, outside of that, folks, this was a ton of fun. Thank you to Chantel and the Lightning Esports community, and thank you to all the sponsors of this series for bringing us on board. Be good, be safe, be kind to one another. Budgie, much love. Thank you for being out there on this one-off, and we appreciate everybody just knocking it out of the park. So have fun. We'll see you in the next one.